second video log, which will be a question and answer kind of thing. I am so excited, and I've read through all of you guys' comments, and I've kind of like summarized them all together. And if there are any questions that I did not have time to answer, then please just ask me again if you really want to know the answer. And I promise you guys, I will make sure you get an answer. So I hope you guys will enjoy this, and yeah, let's get this started. So the first question is, how old are you? I am 19 years old, and I'm turning 20 next year in April. Have you traveled your whole life, or is it just after you graduated? Well, I mean, I started traveling like as much as I do now after I graduated school, obviously. But I've always traveled a lot. It's always been a hobby of mine, and me and my family have always traveled a lot. Every single year we've been to California, since we live there basically, and not every year. And I like to travel. Me and my mom always did weekends when I was younger, and me and my friends have been traveling a little together as well during weekends. So I've always loved traveling. It's the biggest passion I have, probably. How tall are you? How short am I? I am 162. 163 it says in my passport. What made you start blogging? Well, I've always been very into photography and fashion and content creating, so blogging has always been like something that I wanted to do full time. And when I was younger, I had blogs as well. I'm not going to mention them because you're not allowed to see them. They're very hideous. But then when I traveled to the Caribbean earlier this year, I kind of wanted to start blogging so my family could follow me on my trip. And that's just basically how this vlog started out. And where are you based? I think you're Swedish, right? But do you still live in Sweden sometimes, or is it more from one summer to another? I am from Sweden, and I am based in Sweden. I make sure to travel enough to not be in Sweden for too long. So after the Caribbean, I was home for 1 or 2 months, and then I started traveling around in Europe. And between each destination, I go back, settle in a little bit, spend time with my family, and then I fly away again. So the most important question: how do I get my tan? How do I maintain it? You guys are gonna hate me now. You guys are gonna be so disappointed because I do not have a good answer. I'm gonna have to thank my dad, so thank you, Pontus, because it's because of him that I have this skin tone. I just tan very easily, and I don't get burnt often. And could you show us all of your tattoos, and do they have a specific meaning for you? They do. I have my California one, which is right here. It has a lot of meaning for me. It symbolizes my love for California, obviously. And California has such a special place in my heart, and I have so many memories there. So that's my first one. I did it when I was 16. At this Danish guy who also had like a place in Spain where he grew weed for medical reasons. It all sounds very bad now that I'm thinking about it, but at the time I was just so eager to get my first tattoo. And then I have this sun here, which is for my best friends. We all did it in Barcelona, well, everyone except one. And so I don't really need to say anything more about that. It's just me and my best friends. And then I have my wave, which is right here. And that's a family tattoo. Everyone except my mom has it, so that says it all as well. I have a tattoo on my ankle that says "To the Sea." I can't show it to you guys because then I'm gonna flash my butt, but it's just very small and simple. That one doesn't really have a meaning. Well, it just kind of symbolizes my love for the ocean. I just liked it. And that one I did in Barcelona as well. And then I have my 2 favorite ones, which is first this one, Wild Child. And this one is just my tattoo. It's just me. It just describes me, it's just mine. And then I have my second one, which is a bikini. Which is just, you guys know how much I love bikinis, right? And I just love everything that has to do with it, like the vibes, the destinations where you wear a bikini, the life with a bikini, and everything. So I think that's my tattoos for now. Yeah, is it all? 6, 5. And for now, I'll keep you updated if I get a new one. What is it like doing job trips with your boyfriend? It's so much fun, and honestly, it's the best thing ever working with your boyfriend. I absolutely love it. Is he always supportive, or are there days when he just wants to lay by the pool and not have a camera in his face for him? Well, of course, but I would never make him do anything. I would never make him shoot me if he didn't want to. We always listen to each other and, feel each other. Like, what do you want to do? What do I want to do? And then we respect it. So if someone has a day like that, then we're just going to take a break and kind of relax and get the vibe again. So, yes, how did you start working with international clothing companies? Honestly, everything with my job has grown organically. Me getting in contact with the international companies has it's all been very organic. It's just the way it has been. I don't really know how to describe it, but they've emailed me, I've emailed them, basically like that. Are you employed by a model agency? Yes, I am. I'm represented by one in Australia and in Bali called Neon One Management, which is a lot of fun. I would love to know how you edit your pictures. I edit all my photos in Lightroom, and sometimes I've never known how to pronounce this, VSCO-Cam. But that's just a few photos if it's like environment or like a share or something like that. What filter did you use when you were in the Caribbean? When I was in the Caribbean, I edited my photos on VSCO-Cam or VSCO, and the filter I used was called, let me see, J1 or J5. I think that's one of the presets that you buy or you download from the store inside the app. So my favorite filter as well in VSCO-Cam, that's probably all filters that start with an A. So A4, A7, A8, A10. Is that your natural hair color? Yes, it is now. Woohoo! Finally! It took me such a long time to get my natural hair color back because I colored it like massively before. Like I had the ombre, I had red hair, I had pink hair. It's a little bit crazy. But my hairdresser, who's the best, finally managed to get my natural color back. And then obviously I do a little highlight sometimes when it gets like too dull and too boring. So how do you get that cool tone in your hair color? I'm gonna test my hairdresser that. But I think it's just, one of those like, she tones my hair with a cool color, and then you can do it yourself at home if you want to. When you buy like little color bombs at like a store. You say that you don't wear makeup, but if you do, what do you use? Products, brands, colors. I don't wear makeup. I never wear makeup. If I would have worn makeup, I probably would have kept it very natural, just like a little bronzing powder maybe, and just like very natural colors, like very nude. And like this lipstick, which a lot of you guys have been asking about, is from Bobbi Brown, and it's called Mood, M-O-D, Mod 4, and it's a luxe lip color. It looks like this. It's so good. So what beauty products do you use? Everything from skin products to perfume. I don't use any like specific products. I wish I did. I wish I was better at it. If I do, like I don't moisturize myself very much and very often, but if I do, I use my Bali Buddy moisturizer. And if I ever use a tanning oil, I use my Bali Buddy one. When it comes to perfume, I've had the same one for basically I think 10 years, which is the Body Splash from Victoria's Secret called Coconut Passion. I bet a lot of you guys have heard about it. I have a Dermalogica face lotion that has the sun protector in it. I think it's like 30, so it's very good for being here in the sun all the time. But other than that, I'm not very good with products. I try not to use that many. Like I've never been that into products, like using things for my hair. If I do use something specific for my hair, I use the OGX products, the coconut line. It's very good. Who inspired inspires you most when it comes to fashion and style? Definitely my mom. Yeah, mom, you're gonna be happy about this answer. But she's always very forward with everything. Like she's always before everyone. Like when it comes to styles, when it comes to like interior, everything, she's always on point. So, and when I'm home in Sweden, we always share a closet. The best thing ever. Where do you get your inspiration from? Well, I think I get them from a lot of photographers, a lot from like just street style, like seeing people on the streets, Instagram, vlogs, the basics. How can you be so fit when you travel so much, and how do you stay in shape? Well, first of all, thank you. And for me, it's all about balance. Like everything in my life is about balance, but especially when it comes to working out and food. I've never been one to like be on a strict diet, like not allowing myself to eat some certain foods, because I believe that when you do that, you just like, it just gets too much. At least for me, it gets too hectic for me. So I just try to stick to what I feel like that day. If I do feel like a chocolate piece, like I do very often, I'm gonna eat it. But obviously, I'm not gonna eat like a whole chocolate cake for myself, because that's not good for me, and I can feel that like in my stomach if it's not good for me. And if I want to eat a salad, I'm gonna take a salad. So for me, it's just a lot about balance. And I think that's the most important thing with working out and with eating. Be healthy, but allow yourself to indulge. Get to know your body and what works for your body. Like bread does not work for my body. I eat it, but I don't eat too much because I get like really bad stomach aches. So just kind of get to know yourself, get to know what works, and let yourself indulge, because it's very important to let yourself eat certain food as well. Like you shouldn't be too hard on yourself, because you're just a human being. And when I'm traveling as much as I do, I obviously don't work out as much as I do when I'm at home, because I have a lot more time when I'm at home. But I try to work out a few times a week. I mean, 1 week I can work out in no time because I don't have time, so I can't work out. And then 1 week I can work out maybe like 4 times a week. It's all very, very different. I try to find a balance as that as well, and I try to listen to my body. And when I do work out, I do a little cardio. I do a lot of circuit training, which I really enjoy. And when I do circuit training, I mix cardio with strength. So I lift weights, and then between the reps, I do cardio. So maybe like 12 lunges, and then I'll do 12 cardio, like jumping lunges, just to like always get the cardio up, which I think is a fun way of working out. And I would rather do like an intense workout in 20 minutes than just be at the gym for like 1.5 hours and just like drag my legs behind me. What has been your favorite tropical island or tropical destination so far? I really enjoyed St. Bart's. I think that was magical. Such a beautiful island, such a small, cool vibe. It's amazing. And Aruba was very gorgeous as well. I really enjoyed that. But I think just in general, Caribbean was very cool to see. Like we saw 6 different islands, and they were all so different. Like the culture was so different, the people. So I think I enjoyed that a lot. And then obviously, I love Bali. Oh, we were at 7 different islands. My boyfriend is telling me back here. 7 different islands in the Caribbean. And then I love Bali as well. I enjoyed so much, but everything is so different. You can't really compare it. I liked it like in different ways. How do you afford to travel so much? And I'm very good at saving, if I'm allowed to compliment myself. I've always been very good at saving because I've always had traveling as a goal, so I've always made sure not to spend so much money. And how did you save money, and when did you start saving for your trips? That's the same answer. I've gotten a lot of questions about how I save and how to save, if I have any tips. So just in like general, if you want to travel, first of all, just make sure to save money. Like be smart about it. Maybe you don't need to buy that leather jacket. And I know it sucks like in the moment, but then it's gonna be so worth it when you can travel. And maybe you don't need to buy 5 drinks when you're out clubbing, and maybe you don't need to buy like a 3-course meal. Have you lived in California and why? Yes, I have lived in California. I lived there when I was a little baby. No, I was 8 to 10, I think. It was 2006 to 2008. So 2.5 years, because my dad was in the military back then. So he studied at Navy postgraduate school, which is a military school. So then we moved there with him. It was a blast. It was the best years. Like, obviously it was very hard in the beginning because I could not speak English, and my mom could be with me for 20 minutes the first day of school. So imagine me, like, I cried my eyes out, like I had no tears left when my mom came and picked me up. But then I think it took like 2 weeks, and then I had the basics down. So the first year was kind of like, it was hard because, I mean, I moved from my friends, I didn't feel at home. But then the second year, everything kind of fell into place, and I love California. It's such a special place in my heart. Is your voluntary work related? Well, obviously, since I work full-time, it is work-related, but I always have, like, it's as well, for me, a vacation, so it kind of balances, like I mentioned before. Everything is about balance for me. And that answers my last question, which is, what do you work with? I work with my social media full-time, and then I do modeling as well. So, again, thank you guys for all the questions. Obviously, I tried to take as many, I tried to fit as many as I could into this video. I am very thankful for you guys. Such a blessing to have you guys following me and commenting every single time I post something. I'm so grateful, and I don't always have time to reply to each and every comment, but I always reply one comment to all of you guys on a photo. So if you go to a photo of me on my Instagram, you'll see my comments, because I read all of them and I appreciate them so much. So thank you guys.